Hey, welcome back. It's your host, it's V, let's go. Today I have a folding keyboard which is something different, and honestly this might be one of the best alternatives for the iPad mini. The trackpad on this thing is really wild. It's super unique, really responsive, and definitely not something you want to sleep on. Right now you can grab this off Amazon for about $40. This one is from iClever and it's called the BK18. They already make one of my favorite ones called the BK05S. But this one might actually be better. If you've got an iPad mini and want something compact, portable, and actually useful, this might be the move. So inside the box, you get the folding keyboard itself. It also comes with a soft cloth carrying case to keep it protected. You also get a small plastic folding stand, which is kind of useful. You also get the instruction manual showing you how to connect everything. You also get about a 2-foot USB-A to C charging cable. Now this keyboard is a little bit different. It honestly feels like an upgraded version of the BK18S, which really is a good thing. It is made from plastic, so you don't get the metal shell like some of the older models, but overall the plastic does feel decent. Battery life will get you a few months before it needs to be recharged. The keyboard is not backlit. It still has the same design language you would expect from iClever. On the sides, you do have rubber feet to help keep it from sliding around on any desk surface. There are also adjustable feet underneath so you can prop up the keyboard to keep it flat on any desk surface. The trackpad also doubles as a number pad, and honestly it's one of the best ones I've ever used for any iPad. On top you've got USB Type-C for charging. When you open it up you actually have colored LED lights instead of a single blinking light, so it's easier to pair with and knowing what's what. For comparison, this reminds me a lot of the ProArc XK01, which is one of the biggest folding keyboards I've owned. You could say it's like the older cousin. That one is big and great to use, but definitely large. And then of course, my go-to folding keyboard has always been the iClever BK05S. That one is a king of folding keyboards. Compared to those, this one isn't as tall, but it is a bit wider because of the trackpad. I just wanted to show the size differences for anyone thinking about picking one of these up. You can definitely see the differences between metal and plastic in build quality when comparing them side by side. With the Galaxy basically becoming a royal dumpster fire, not enough fluff to fill a sandwich, and yet another big bad trying to destroy the universe. Things aren't looking great. WWJD, what will Joe do? Every threat that's ever came after Earth has been handled somehow. The lizards, the hamsters, those little pinheads, and even the kitties. Earth is still standing, but what about the threat beyond the galaxy? That kind of danger makes you want to unplug the whole universe and plug it back in. With the release of Book 19, a brand new cosmic road trip begins for Joe and Skippy. Try Audible today. You get 30 days free, you can cancel at any time, and after that it's only $14.95 a month. Basically 2 fancy coffees, but fewer regrets. Chaos, comedy, space raccoons, and Skippy's questionable attitude. Check out Expeditionary Force by Craig Allison today, because if you don't, the galaxy might not be around tomorrow. This keyboard can connect up to 3 separate devices over Bluetooth. Switching between them is quick and pretty seamless. Now let's talk about the trackpad, because this is honestly the most interesting part. It doubles as a number pad, which is super unique. All you have to do is hold the function key and then tap the spacebar to switch between trackpad mode, number pad mode, or turn it off completely. It's simple and really easy to use once you get the hang of it. Though there is no haptic feedback on the trackpad, so when you are using it as a number pad, you'll need to look down to see what you're pressing. But beyond that, all the native iPad gestures are here. It honestly feels like the keyboard was made with the iPad mini in mind. It's not the biggest, but you do get full gesture support. You can single finger click and drag, you can select and highlight text. You do have native pinch to zoom in Safari and the gallery. 2-finger scrolling works pretty smooth. You can swipe between pages, open multitasking, and go back to the home screen. Everything feels quick, fast, and responsive. A lot of folding keyboards with trackpads do not play nice with iPads, but this one feels completely native. It's smooth, it's accurate, and it just works. For me, this trackpad easily gets a 4.5 out of 5. Overall, it's one of the best folding keyboard trackpads I've ever used on an iPad. Now let's see how this translates to using it on a Mac, or really just using it on any desktop in general. Like always, it can connect up to 3 separate devices over Bluetooth. One finger clicking and dragging still works. Selecting and highlighting text works about the same as you would expect, but after that, that's where things sort of start to fall apart. 2 finger scrolling up and down doesn't feel quite as smooth. It feels a bit too fast and kind of jittery. You can use 3 fingers to switch between apps that are running in the background. What you can't really do is switch between web pages in Safari with 2 fingers. It's also very hard to switch between different home pages. 4 fingers will take a screenshot. Pinch to zoom does sort of work, but it feels slow and inconsistent compared to using it on an iPad. You still have the option to switch between the trackpad, the number pad, or turn it off completely. That's built into the keyboard, so it works the same no matter what device you're using. Overall, using this trackpad with a MacBook is kind of hit or miss. I'd say it works maybe about 40% of the time. You don't really get the native macOS experience here. Honestly, I would have to give this a 2.5 out of 5. It will get you by in a pinch, but it's really not great. Honestly, for this one, stick it to an iPad only. On a slightly different note, this keyboard is not backlit, and hands down, this is one of the best folding keyboards to type on. The keys are very nice and have very good tactile feedback. Nothing really feels mushy whatsoever. When you're typing, you really feel each key. The key travel is surprisingly good for a folding keyboard. Honestly, it's one of the better keyboards I've used in general, and that's not surprisingly coming from iClever. On average, I'm hitting about 60 to 70 words per minute, and for me, anything over 60 is pretty solid. I'm definitely not the fastest, but definitely not the slowest. So yeah, the keyboard here is great, but overall the keyboard might be one of the better parts of the package. The keyboard easily deserves a solid 4.5 out of 5. It's absolutely great. So for any folding keyboard under $50, this is absolutely a solid deal. You're getting an amazing trackpad experience for an iPad, and you're getting an excellent all-around keyboard for pretty much the same device. It's not super expensive, which makes it even better. But yes, the build quality could be a little bit better, but that's to be expected for the price point. Where this really shines is when you pair it with an iPad mini, but with that device it's almost perfect. Everything is quick, responsive, and smooth. This keyboard itself is one of the best folding keyboards I've reviewed. Overall, this one is a major win. So like always, it's your host, it's V, stay classy.